Hey Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. Today we're going to be doing two readings. We're going to be doing a Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. So you have entered the Divine Feminine reading. If you're interested in the Divine Masculine, you can go find that. They should post out around the same time. But this is going to be Divine Feminine, and we're going to tap into the energies around that and find out what's going on, what can we do to improve. It's going to be a what needs to go and what needs to grow type of reading. So if that sounds good to you, we're going to jump right in. I do ask for wisdom, guidance, protection, and love from my spirit guides, and that goes to all the collective as well. Thank you so much again for joining me. Let's jump in. Okay, so we're going to be using a few decks today. We'll see where this takes us. So we're going to start, we're going to divide this in half. What needs to go on this side and what needs to grow on this side. So for Divine Feminine, please give me something that needs to go and something that needs to grow. And I'm actually going to shuffle, lay the cards out, and we're going to fast forward through this part. So here we go. Divine Feminine, let's take a look at what we have here. So I did pull a third option in the middle, and this is advice from Spirit. So the first one we got for what needs to go, it says follow the voice of your soul, star ancestor. Now initially when I put that down, I was a little confused, but then I actually realized what it meant. So some of us are not following our own inner voice, our intuition, or even our guidance from our guides, okay? So what this is asking you to do is to connect deeper with yourself, with your inner voice, with your intuition, your higher self, but also your guides, your guardian angels, archangels, gods, goddesses, spirit, your ancestors, spirit animals, ascended masters. There are so many options out there of these voices of your soul that are looking to connect to you, okay? So I'm getting that a lot of you don't know how to do this or feel very alone out there. And so this is what needs to go, is this feeling that you can't connect, you don't know how to connect. Whatever it is that's holding you back from being able to get that internal guidance is what we're being asked to let go of, okay? The cosmos are very expansive. You have soul families that exist out there beyond whatever is going on in this three-dimensional realm. All you have to do is ask, okay? There's not a lot of complications to this. Sit down and meditate and ask for the guidance. So you don't have to be specific as to who you're asking for because there's so many options out there. You will be guided. You will receive guidance, and it will be in whatever way works best for you. So you might be getting it in a clairaudient sense. Maybe you can hear voices. Okay, I'm not talking about, craziness. I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist. So if you're hearing voices, that could be something entirely different. It's more like your own voice echoing inside of you, and that's what it reminds me of. Sometimes if it's an ancestor, I hear their very specific voice. Okay, so this is going to come to you in many ways. It might be a stranger that comes up to you and tells you something that you needed to hear. It's just that little bit of advice that you were waiting on. So what your guides are asking you to do in this situation is to ask a question, ask for advice, give them permission to come in and assist you with something, and then wait for the answer. Don't automatically assume that because it didn't come to you right then in that moment that it's never going to come. You could even give them a time limit. You could say within the next 24 hours, within the next 3 days, within the next week. Give me a sign or a message to this answer that I request. And again, you might read it on a billboard. You might hear it in a commercial. You might hear it in a song lyric. There's many, many ways that they reach out to you to try to connect to you. Okay? So you just have to sit down, be still, and listen. The other thing that came up with that, with what needs to go, is burdens. Okay? I just did a short right before I came to do this reading, and we got the 10 of Wands. And it's very much echoing that energy where we're carrying so many burdens, and I feel that some of us do not even know why we're carrying these burdens. Who is this for? Who does this benefit? It's clearly not benefiting you because it's holding you back from something. So your affirmation and journal prompt for this card is affirmation, I surrender all burdens. Say it again. I surrender all burdens. Your journal prompt, what am I holding on to that only holds me back? So there is something in your world, Divine Feminine, that you are unneedingly holding on to. We also got the 4 of Pentacles in that short, which is that exact sentiment, right? You're holding on too tightly to something and it needs to be released. So when you're journaling about these burdens, ask yourself this very important question. Whose burden is it? Is it mine to carry? If it's not, why are you carrying it? Then you can ask yourself, if it is my burden, how can I release it? How can I let go of it? Okay? Might require some inner child healing, might require something else entirely. You're going to know the answer because you're going to trust your inner guidance. And if you cannot find the answer, you're going to ask for help. Give me guidance on this situation. What I like to do is you can also think of your burden, your problems, your issues, whatever it is you need help with. Lay it on the altar. Ask for your guides, your higher self to take this one. Maybe this burden is too much and I can't hold on to it anymore. And that's perfectly acceptable, okay? We're not meant to hold on to burdens. Some of us feel this obligation, and it could be out of a sense of guilt. You know, I'm trying to think, there's more words that are coming up, but they're not, they're at the tip of my tongue, like, obligation, guilt, responsibility, you know, whatever it is that you've been told, or the reasons that you had to hold on to these burdens, if they don't resonate with you anymore, then let them go. They need to be freed from your system. Spirit is asking you to lay them down and to release them. All right. Let's get into, we'll go to the right now. What needs to grow? Now we're talking about, yep, this is heavy over here. This feeling alone, like you're carrying these burdens all by yourself. But once you let go of that, let's talk about what's growing in its place. So we did get the rabbit, which is springtime. See your seeds grow. I'm getting that you're going to find that, and again, this is like the law of nature. What dies in nature becomes fertile soil for new growth. So in springtime is when things grow the most. Where I am at, we are in springtime. We only have about a month left of it, but it is a very fertile time to grow things, okay? So think of the phoenix. You must burn before you can rise from the ashes. You must let things go, let them wither off before new things can grow, okay? So in springtime, you are absolutely seeing something flourish. And maybe you did plant some seeds, and maybe you even had doubts as to whether these seeds would grow because of these heavy burdens. Like, I'm going to plant this, but nothing ever grows here. It's like barren land instead of fertile land. But I guarantee that once you start to see this grow, whatever this is for you, Divine Feminine, it's going to amaze you. And it's going to have you trust in this process a heck of a lot more. Okay? Rabbits also introduce fertility and virility. Okay? So maybe what's growing in you is this sense that I can do all things. Let's look at what the affirmation and journal prompt is for this. So we have rhodochrosite, which I don't have any examples of that readily available here. That's okay. Your affirmation is, I welcome opportunities that lead to my heart's desires. You are welcoming something in. So it's very fitting that we got something that is releasing with the what needs to go, and then welcoming something new in with what needs to grow. I love this. So you are welcoming opportunities that leads to your heart's desire. Now, this crystal is a beautiful crystal, and I do wear it a lot in bracelets. It's very much to me like a self-love stone. Okay, so go out and find you some, start wearing it. Your journal prompt is, if I let it, where could my heart lead me? There's the key words there. If you let it. Maybe there's been something in Divine Feminine's life where we haven't felt like we were allowed to let our heart lead us somewhere, or to get these opportunities, these heart's desires. And I'm getting that it's coming from these burdens. These burdens could come from anywhere. Okay, this could be family or ancestral. I'm getting like burdens, curses. They're not really curses, but things that your family grew up understanding or thinking about themselves. Maybe you've been talked out of things that you really did truly want to do, because someone in your family, their lack mentality came forward and said, well, I wasn't able to do it, so you're not going to be able to do it. Whatever this is. So I'm going to leave that here. We also have a lot of purple, which is third eye activation. Okay? We have what looks like lavender here. There's purple in the background, and then this background of the card is very purple. So I'm getting that there's a lot of third eye activation here, which is very fitting with this and the trusting the voice of your soul. Okay? The seeing things and the knowing things. Let's see what advice Spirit has for us. We have Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. Well, that very much mimics that card. So there's something within you that feels like it's been stifled. And we have mother energy here, Medicine Mother. If you think of what a mother should be in someone's life, it should feel like medicine, right? You fall down and you scrape your knee. Mom gives you a hug and you feel better. Not all of us had that nurturing energy growing up. And so if that's the situation for you, then what you're calling is to become that. Become that nurturing mother energy that you did not have growing up. You're going to encompass yourself, hug yourself, and nurture, even if it means your inner child little self that didn't get it. But honoring your inner knowing. And again, very much getting that this was stifled growing up. Okay? And I've heard many examples of this in my current existence, right? People asking, what is a vision? Oh, well, I think I have those, but I'm not sure. And then having them try to explain it to somebody, and then again, someone coming from a lack mentality who doesn't understand it, who can't fathom it for themselves because they've never experienced it, try to talk you down out of it. Oh no, that's not what that was. You're just making stuff up, So I want you to focus on your inner knowing. However things come to you, trust in that more. If it's song lyrics, if it's visions, if it's clairaudience. For me, I get a lot of clairsentience, the feelings. Again, I pick up on other people's emotions, and it shows up in my body, particularly in the chakra system. I can feel when your solar plexus is out of whack, your heart, whatever it is. So we all have different capabilities. And what you're being called to do right now, Divine Feminine, is to harness your own power and your own magic, your own courage and your own strength. And to trust that even though other people may not agree with what you tell them about you, that you believe in yourself enough to keep harnessing this ability and this power. Because it is magical. Believe in your own magic, even if no one else does. It's not their journey, it's ours. So we're called to rise up as this Divine Feminine and to figure out what it is about us that is beautifully unique. And then to harness that and then not give a crap what anyone else thinks about it. You are living as unapologetically you. All right, let's look at this card. So this is the advice from Spirit. We have the White Buffalo. Your affirmation: I can manifest anything. Your journal prompt: in what ways can I stay grounded in my manifestation practice? So earth energy, medicine energy. Spirit wants you to trust your intuition so much that it heals you. It helps guide you on your path. And the things that I say in my readings, I also want it to resonate with you as well. If you don't agree with anything that I say, that's perfectly acceptable. I'm not asking you to agree with everything I say. But something within you should resonate with some of the messages that come through. And if it does, then it's for you. And if it doesn't, then that's perfectly acceptable as well. Then maybe this message wasn't for you. This is for Divine Feminines who are on their journey and looking to improve themselves. Looking to be okay with looking at themselves wholly, fully, honestly, and acknowledging that they're carrying other people's burdens, being willing to put them down and grow from the experience. We have all had to deal with this, and if we haven't, we will. This is part of everybody's journey. All right, so let's keep going here. We're going to jump into the tarot. So, Spirit, tell me more about what needs to go, please, for Divine Feminine. What needs to go in the life of Divine Feminine right now? Thank you. The world. All right. So I'm getting very much that you've completed a cycle. You've successfully completed a cycle. Maybe you carried these burdens for a particular reason and it was to teach you something. But Spirit's telling you that it's safe to put them down now. Because in order to move on and to get to this next part of your journey, you must release whatever you're carrying. It's got to go. Okay, what else, please? Thank you. The moon. Mystery. All right. So this is for you who are unclear on something. Whether or not you need to cut out certain people of your life, whether to choose a particular path. The moon is also your intuition. Maybe it feels that your intuition is hiding from you right now. Is that the case for some of you? You're like searching for it. You're like, where's that inner voice? I can't locate it right now. It feels like it's hiding from me. And you know what? I'm going to tell you, being intuitive is a very interesting situation because, yeah, it can feel that way sometimes. Sometimes that means you need to go within, meditate more, connect with your guides more. Oh, the biggest thing, let me express this before we go any further. Gratitude. I had to have this conversation with somebody some months back, and it almost had me tearing up because, you know, it was one of those instant downloads and here's your message person in front of me. I had to tell them because they had their intuition since they were a kid. They knew about it. But they kept shutting it off because it was too much. Okay, that's the gist of it. And the message, the download that came through instantly, which I'm going to pass on to you, collective, is your intuition is a gift. It is a gift from spirit. And by tuning it out and shutting it off, you're denying this beautiful gift. So first and foremost, that is a powerful message in itself. Second of all, how would you feel if you gave someone a beautiful gift and they turned their nose up at it? So I want you to think about that as you're going through your journey here. Gratitude is everything. Thank Spirit for everything in your life. And also for your gifts. If you want to keep utilizing your gifts, you need to be thankful for those gifts. They can be taken away, especially if they're used for not appropriate ways. So, Spirit wants you to know that you've been gifted these beautiful things, right? You are to harness them. You are to use them for yourself, for your growth, and to benefit humanity. So, if you are turning them off and shutting them out, you're basically rejecting a beautiful gift that Spirit has given you. So, I needed to say that to somebody out there. Let's get one more card for this What Needs to Go, please. Thank you. The Knight of Swords. So, because we have two major arcana sitting here, this feels like a void time for a lot of us. Okay, Divine Feminines. We're sitting in this space of waiting for the next thing to happen. We've completed a cycle, but we don't know what's coming next. It's like we're sitting here, this Knight of Swords, waiting to charge forward into something, but we don't know what it is yet we're charging forward into. Okay? So we all feel this way. All right, you're not alone in that. Trust where you are now. That is the biggest piece of advice that Spirit's giving you. Okay? Don't worry about what comes next. Some of us have control issues, right? We need to know the next step. It's a safety thing. It's a comfort thing. But Spirit wants you to get comfortable in this void because it is fertile growth time. And it's going to propel you into the next thing. So, be ready and waiting to charge forward, but it's not time yet. Okay? We gotta release these burdens first. All right, let's jump over to what needs to grow, please. Tell me more about this pile. Thank you. The Five of Pentacles. All right, so Five of Pentacles. It does say welcoming opportunities and seeing growth. Some of you feel stuck in some way, like you can't grow. You You can't have these opportunities. And it's very much tied to these burdens that you're holding on to. That's why. It's like a lack mentality. If we release what needs to go, then this will go away. We'll have a more abundant mindset. And these opportunities will just start knocking on your door. Let's see what else we can get. The 5 of Wands. Okay. A lot of 5s here. So this is inner struggle and battle. There's some part of yourself that doesn't understand this yet. And that's okay. But what I'm getting is that, again, very much back here tied to this burdens. All right. The 9 of Pentacles. Yes. You all want very much to be this 9 of Pentacles. But you cannot get there with these inner struggles that are going on. This is some of the stuff you need to release. Okay, so these are your own burdens potentially. Maybe someone is literally fighting with you and it's causing you a burden. Okay, but you may have grown up in like a poor household and there wasn't enough money a lot of times, right? Is there gonna be food on the table today? Am I gonna get new shoes for this school year? Do I have to use the same backpack I did last year because that's what I have and it still works? Yep, I've been there. So we don't understand how to get to this 9 of Pentacles yet. And that's totally acceptable because we haven't seen it. We don't have some good example as to what it looks like and what it feels like. So it's one of the burdens that you're carrying, okay? And Spirit's asking you to let it go. Let go of the lack mentality that there is not enough out there. And let go of the notion that I can't acquire my heart's desires or opportunities that lead to my heart's desires. And at the bottom I have the 2 of Wands. Some of you are just stuck at this crossroads. What path do I choose? Do I stay here where it's comfortable even though it's very burdensome? Or do I go out and try to obtain this 9 of Pentacles? Because it's my heart's desire. And it's a growth period. Some of us stay in this energy because it's comfortable. It's familiar. It's all we've ever known. But Spirit wants more for you. And the gist of that message is you've also got to want more for yourself. Okay, so rather than doing tarot for the middle column, I'm going to switch decks and we're going to get advice from Archangel Michael. So, Divine Feminines, you've got a lot going on, but it's a lot of internal struggle. Doesn't feel as much like external struggle, although money could be something that you're struggling with. Maybe you are literally fighting with people in your life, like battles, conflict. But I feel that there's a lot of internal struggle as well. So know that this void time frame is not going to last forever, okay? And this lack mentality will be followed up by this feeling of having enough, right? Like being safe and secure in money matters, having abundance. And even if you don't know what it feels like, you can still manifest it. You can imagine what it feels like, right? Just give it a guess. What does it feel like? What do you think it feels like? Call it into your life. It's already yours. All right. Let's see what Archangel Michael has to say to wrap this reading up for Divine Feminine. Thank you. We have regain your focus. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. Interesting that would come out about grounding, because we have the white buffalo here that also indicated that grounding is necessary. Do you know how to ground? Go outside and connect with the earth. You can basically imagine as you're standing or sitting or laying, roots coming out from under you and connecting down into the earth. It's best to do it in the grass or outside on the actual earth barefoot, but that's not the only way to accomplish it. You can actually do this from anywhere. So, regain your focus, ground yourself, okay? How do you know when you're ungrounded? You might feel lightheaded. You might feel that you're not safe, you're not secure. Almost like your body could sway in different directions, okay? A lot of times when you meet with individuals who try to siphon your energy, or, dealing with these burdens, toxic energy, low vibrational stuff, you can feel very ungrounded after doing that. A lot of psychic work requires you to ground prior and then again after. So pay attention to your body as you're going through your daily activities, and to remember to ground yourself frequently. If you ever feel that you are not all here, like lightheaded, haziness, anything like that, and again, those could be medical issues too, so just don't ignore them if it's not just a grounding issue, but I'm just giving you examples, okay? All right, let's keep going here. These two, all right. Yes, you are correct. You have listened to your inner guidance and made a wise choice. Keep moving forward. All right. So some of you needed reassurance on something, and here it is. Maybe you did make a move recently, and you have released some burdens, and you're trying to welcome in these new opportunities. Spirit and Archangel Michael is here to let you know that you've done a good job with whatever it was that you were doing, okay? Putting down these burdens, moving in the direction that you're trying to go. And then we have stay the course. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. That's 2 cards now that say keep going. So don't give up is very much the biggest message here. Regain your focus. Travel on. Like, that's what I'm getting. Travel on. There are no wrong paths out there. The wrong path is to stop entirely and give up. That's the wrong path. As long as you keep going, you will find your answers and your opportunities. Let's get one more. Okay, this one. Don't settle for less. You are a child of the divine, and you deserve to have your dreams come true. Don't give up. That's literally what I just said. The only way to go down the wrong path is to give up or stop entirely, right? So, bottom of the deck, all is in perfect timing. This is it. It's time to take action now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. I love this image. It's so beautiful because it is a path laid out with gold coins, and it's like a golden arch of a door, and it's just glittering and sparkling and bright and beautiful. And Spirit has shown you this door, okay? And you've had guides also show you the way. Have you been paying attention? So that's your biggest question here, is if you've missed the signs and the guidance, ask again. And again, remember to approach them with reverence with gratitude. Like, thank you so much for your wisdom, guidance, protection, and love in my life today and every day. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the gifts that I have received from spirit, from my ancestors. And you can claim your ancestral gifts. Did you know that? Sit down and meditate and talk to your ancestors about it. You also have gifts from spirit. So there's many things that you could do, Divine Feminine, to assist you on your journey. You have plenty of assistance and guidance out there. They're all waiting for you to ask for the help. And maybe that's some of the burdens that are hanging us up, is we're afraid to ask for help. That's okay. You'll figure it out. All is within divine timing. So thank you so much, Divine Feminine, for joining me in this reading today. I truly appreciate it. I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and so much love. Make sure you fill your own cup up with love before you fill someone else's. Go within so you never go without. And keep in mind that I'm a beacon of light, here to help guide you through the darkness. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.